Hello, youth, young adults, and parents. Aunt E here with another Bible story. And today we're coming from a new book that was just donated to us. So y'all know how I get about new books being donated. I get excited, so I decided to read this one today. This book is called The Picture Bible. Stories from the Old Testament. Old Testament world. And we start here with the creation story, which we have heard before, but not from this Bible. So let's get started. It says, in the beginning, this is an account from Genesis 1. In the beginning, there was darkness and silence. God created heaven and earth. His spirit moved through the darkness and across the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. How beautiful the light was. Then God divided the light from the darkness and called the light day and the darkness night. First day. God did miracles so great. The second day. God made the sky. In the sky, he placed clouds to hold the moisture, and the sky was called heaven. On the third day, God gathered together the waters under the sky. He called these seas, and he named the dry land earth. On the land, he made grass and flowers and trees, and in each was the seed to replenish itself. The fruitful earth was to become a place of beauty. Very, very beautiful what God is doing. What God has done. Fourth day. To light the earth, God made the sun to shine by day and the moon to shine by night. The days, the years, and the seasons were also set by God. Then he made the stars and placed them in the heavens. On the fifth day, God looked upon the land and seas and said, "Let the waters abound with living creatures." And the seas and rivers became alive with whales and fish. Let there be birds, and the open sky above the earth was filled with winged creatures. Be fruitful and multiply, God said, as he blessed the living creatures of the sea and sky. On the sixth day, God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures, and animals of all kinds fill the earth." So the waters, the sky, and the earth were filled with life. To have dominion over all these things, God created the first man, Adam, and the first woman, Eve. They were the greatest of all God's creations, for he gave them a mind to choose between good and evil, and a soul that would live forever. And on the seventh day, God rested. God took Adam and Eve to the Garden of Eden and showed them the beauty and fruitfulness of it. And God commanded, "Of every tree you may eat freely, but of this tree of knowledge of good and evil you may not eat. For in the day that you eat it, you will surely die." God is great. And this is a did you know? God's wonderful creation. Before time, space, or the world existed, there was God. Nothing existed before God. And he created all that exists. His plan is perfect. Here are some interesting facts about God's creations. God created day different from night. A day is the time it takes from a planet to spin around once. The largest tree can grow higher than 367 feet and wider than 20 feet across. About 71% of the earth is covered by water. There are 4,600 species of mammals. The largest is the blue whale. Adam gave animals names. A human child has about 200 bones, which stop growing when he or she is 25 years old. God placed the sun 93 million miles from Earth to perfectly heat and light the world. It is the closest star to us. That's His majesty, His sovereignty. He's so good. The Earth is 24,859 miles around at the equator. God made things in perfect balance. God put a blanket of air around the earth to protect us from heat and cold of space. People are God's greatest creation. And we are God's greatest creation because we are made in His image, in His likeness. Okay? So, God did all that for us because He loves us. And not only does God love you, I love you too. And if you have not received a hug on today, here is a big virtual hug. Until next time.